Jeff Sessions just expanded the civil asset forfeiture policy. And when I say civil asset forfeiture policy, a lot of people don't know what I'm talking about. John Oliver, he covered this, and it pointed out how cops were just taking people's stuff. Cars, jewelry, money, anything of value. And saying, well, we think you're a criminal, so we can just take your stuff. And they keep it forever. You don't get to just go get it back. It's gone. Poof. Attorney General Jeff Sessions planned to increase one of the least democratic powers of law enforcement, civil asset forfeiture.
Civil asset forfeiture is a key tool that helps law enforcement defund organized crime, takes back ill-gotten gains from them, and prevent new crimes from being committed, and weakens the criminals and their cartels. It weakens the criminal organizations when you take their money, and it strengthens law enforcement when we can share it together and use it to further our effort against crime.
Am I the only one that noticed that Jeff Sessions can't articulate a complete sentence? Let me repeat that. Am I the only one who's noticed that Jeff Sessions cannot articulate a coherent sentence? How's this guy get to become Attorney General? How's that happen? How'd that happen? This guy's horrible. Okay, so he's talking about stealing your shit, guys. The most important point to all of this, you do not have to be convicted for them to take your stuff. You do not have to be charged for them to take your stuff. They just have to say, well, we think he did something. Do you trust the state and what they think? Now, you know I don't trust what they think about me, because we know how they think about me, people who look like me. So take me out of it. Conservatives down in, I don't know, Carolinas, West Virginia, wherever you are, right? Mississippi, you want somebody to come take your shit? Or you just think they won't come get your stuff? Is that what it is? Remember, you don't have to be convicted of a crime. You don't even have to be charged of a crime. They can just come take your stuff. In the past, police officers have kept cash because state laws allow them to. The Post reports, creating an incentive for profit. In 2014, federal law enforcement officers took more property from citizens than burglars did. You hear me? In 2014, police took more stuff from you than the crooks did. Because they have an incentive to do so, just like the crooks, and they can't go to jail for it. Am I getting through to you? See, this is why when people talk to me about Donald Trump and how, oh, Donald Trump is much better than this, and he's better than Hillary. That's like saying it's better to have a broken leg than have no leg. I get that. He gave us this guy. He gave us Jeff Beauregard Sessions, a man who can't articulate a sentence, a man with a hard-on for mandatory minimums, a man who made a little splash going to get these doctors and nurses and other health professionals who wrongly prescribed opiates in order to get people addicted. That just made a wave. Has come back to double back and say, you know what? We're going to increase. We're going to go back to the mandatory minimums. And now we're going to take your stuff with impunity. And this ain't about no damn cartels. How many cartels you think in the United States? Come on. That's what you think this is about. you think he looking out for you. You think he looking out for you. I gotta count on you. I gotta work with your dumb ass in order to fight him, and you so stupid. You think he cares about you. I can't. Look, I don't want to hear you conservatives telling me how, we didn't know he was going to do that. His whole thing, his whole life, his whole everything. When he was back in Alabama. Look, see, I'm pissed I even got to know about him. Some of you knew how horrible he was. You knew what he was about when he was out there tea partying it. Just partying it up with the Tea Party. You knew he was horrible. Hey, Trump don't even like the guy. I heard the guy. Look, Jeff Sessions tried to quit because Trump doesn't like him at all. I don't know why Trump didn't accept it. I guess he thought it was a little bit too hot to let him go right now because they on Trump about Russia. Jeff Sessions is a scourge. He needs to be purged. That's my word. You heard? Back to civil asset forfeiture. A lot of people don't like Jeff, Holder? A lot of people don't like Holder. They didn't like Holder. I didn't like Holder. I thought he was full of, Eric Holder was full of shit. Never went far enough on anything, okay? But at least he rolled back a portion of the civil asset forfeiture. Jeff Sessions he out here all willy-nilly. He wants your stuff gone. Holder's impact on the federal level as a whole was minimal in reality, according to the Post. Holder only focused on adoptive forfeiture, a smaller subset of the problem, but one of the most corrupt aspects. The adoptive forfeitures made it possible for state and local authorities to sidestep sometimes stricter state laws, processing forfeiture cases under the more permissive federal statute. But Holder did waver because he did allow for a heavily restricted version of the program to resume last year. So he did go back because law enforcement agencies across the country like, hey man, we were used to the money we were making off the people. Doing our jobs. We were used to that. We need that stuff in our budget. We need to take people's stuff and sell it. We need to do that. It helps us so we can buy more tanks. Average police departments outfitted better than an officer out in Afghanistan. Civil asset forfeiture. Jeff Sessions, a horrible individual. Now you're up to speed on him. Become a member of my Wolf Pack. Help spread the news, the real news, not that fake stuff they got going on across our networks. Become a Patreon, which is a monthly contributor to it, and you will help us fight the good fight. We will continue to broadcast, but we do need your help if you got it. Support independent media, TBTV. We're on your side, like I always say. Don't you let nobody take your cornbread. And Jeff Sessions, we need him gone. We need to put pressure on Trump to remove him. Godspeed.